So when finally everything was spoiled, and actually the man was not able to do anything, but what he had done, actually he had, messed up everything with the cycle. And there was no such problem. The nothing, means the front wheel was not wobbling, gearbox was in good position, bearings were at their place, and chain was also fine. But what did he do? He, you know, tried to mess up with everything, and he didn't know anything about the cycle. That's absolutely correct, that he didn't know anything about the parts of the cycle. Repairing is like a faraway thing for him. He didn't even know about the cycle well. So now in the end, when the writer is totally done, and he is not even able to stop this man, because he don't want to hurt the feelings of this man. And obviously you can say that author is very, as author is also not elder than that man. He's a child in front of him, so that's why he didn't say anything. You can say due to respect, and you can also say that he is sensitive enough that he can't hurt the feelings of others. So but at the end, when he is finally done, he said that, like, I am really impressed, because now he is fed up. Like, watching you do this is of real use to me, and it's not your skill only which fascinates me. Means it's not only your skill which has made me, you know what which has made me surprised, but also your confidence. Means just look at you. He wants to say actually that just look at you. You don't know anything about this cycle, and still you are showing the confidence, as if you are the expert one and who knows everything. So your inexplicable hopefulness, and moreover, you are so much hopeful, which and I can't explain it, how much hopeful you are, that you still believe that you can do it. That does me good. So I took a positive lesson from it, thus encouraged. Now, like, the man was again encouraged to listen to such admiration, appreciation. He said to work to refix the gear case. Now he again got enthusiastic and started fixing the gear case. Now you will imagine the scene, then only you will be able to enjoy this scene. So here I start, and you all start imagining it, what actually happened. Now what he did, he stood the bicycle against the house. Means he gave the bicycle the support of the house wall, and worked from the off side, means from the other side. Then he stood it against a tree. Now he found that it was becoming difficult for him to fix the cycle when he made it stand against the house. Now what did he do? He went near a tree, and then he started working on the cycle by giving it the support of that tree, from the on side, from the front side. Then I held it for him. Again he was not able to you know fix the things. So he said that I should hold the cycle. Then I held it for him, while he lay on the ground with his head between the wheels. Now what was his pose? Just imagine it. I was holding the cycle, and he lay on the ground. He lay down on the ground, and he actually started working with his head between the wheels, and worked at it from below. Means you can see from on side, means front side, from off side, from back side, means, and then under the cycle, you can say, from below, and dropped oil upon himself. And in this process, what did he do? He dropped the oil on himself. Then he took it away from me. Then he said, okay, just leave it, I'll do it myself, and doubled himself across it till he lost his balance and slid over on to his head. Now again he started doing it. He tried to handle it all alone. He doubled himself across it, means he put means one leg on one side and other leg on other side, and then he started doing something, whatever he was doing to fix the cycle. But then he lost the balance and he slid over his head, means head on the ground. Then he got angry, means then he lost his temper because now he was also tired and tried bullying the thing. This is the last thing which everybody of us, I think we also do it. What do? We try everything. If you are trying to do something, then in the end you start cursing that thing, like on which you are working upon. So he also started doing that. He started bullying, he started abusing, and he started cursing my bicycle. And the bicycle, I was glad to see, showed the spirit. Now again you can see a kind of personification is there, because author is trying to say that even my bicycle did not accept the defeat. It also showed the spirit that you want to fight with me, yes, come on. So this was the attitude of my cycle also. And the subsequent means one after another. Proceedings means all the things which you are doing. Degenerated means were reduced into little else than a rough and tumble fight between him and the machine. Now what happened? My cycle was actually fighting with the man, because man was not ready to accept his defeat, and the bicycle was also not getting fixed because it has become stubborn that I am not going to fix, do anything which you want to do. So it was kind of rough and tumble, means sometimes the bicycle fell down, sometimes the man fell down, but nobody was ready to accept the defeat. One moment the bicycle would be on the gravel path. That's what I told you. Like one moment you would see that bicycle is on the ground, means on the gravel path, and he on the top of it, means as you must have seen in a wrestling match. Sometimes one contestant is on other and sometimes the other one is. So same happened with these two. Sometimes the cycle was down and he was on the top of it. The next, the position would be reversed. Now the man would be on the ground and cycle on it. He on the gravel path and the cycle on him. Now he would be standing flushed with victory, the bicycle firmly fixed between his legs. And finally, he flushed, means he was shining with the victory, that finally he had got all the things fixed, means front wheel is done. But his triumph, means his victory, would be short lived. It was not permanent. His victory was for small time, for short time. By a sudden, quick movement, it would free itself and turning upon him, hit him sharply over the head with one of its handle. Again, what happened? The man thought, I have done the work, I have fixed the front wheel. But by a sudden, quick movement, the cycle got itself free, and turning upon him, it attacked on the man and hit him sharply, and the cycle hit him on his head with one of his handles. So finally, the victory was over for the man. Now, what happened? As you can see in the picture, fighting between machine and the man. You can see fight between machine and man, actually. At a quarter to one, now imagine the time. You can think about the time. At a quarter to one means when there were 15 minutes to strike one in the clock. Dirty and disheveled, cut and bleeding. Now, what was the condition of the man? He was looking dirty. Disheveled means hair uncombed, because he was struggling a lot. Cut, cut due to that machine, that bicycle, bleeding. He was having bruises. He was wounded now. He said, I think that will do, means I think I have done enough with your cycle. And rose and wiped his bro. Bro means eyebrow. He wiped means maybe he was sweating now. So he wiped his bro. The bicycle looked as if it also had enough of it. Now, if you would look at bicycle, it was also done. Now the bicycle was also tired with all this fight, and it has received enough for the day, right? Which had received most punishment, it would have been difficult to say. Now, this line actually tells about the result of the fight. I'll repeat this line once again. Which had received most punishment, it would have been difficult to say. Now, the who was the one who got the most punishment? Means, was it bicycle who was punished more, or was it the man who was punished more? I took him into the back kitchen where, so far as was possible, he cleaned himself. Then I sent him home. Then I took the man in the back of the kitchen. There he washed himself and tried to clean himself. And then I sent him back to his home. And the story is by Jaram K. Jaram. I think the fight between man and machine was quite interesting in this lesson.